we're finally back home, and I haven't showed you guys a lot of the stuff I got. So everything for the 350Z HR front end swap is right here. You can see I got the HR hood. It's got a little bit of damage, showed you guys in the last video. Got an 07 headlight and a Depot HR headlight. So this one needs to be painted black, and then it's gonna be mint. Just picked this up from Seattle. Got a little bit of damage. You guys already know that thing's gonna buff out easily. And the last thing I was waiting on, the fenders. So you can see everything right here is black, and the car's black. So hopefully, if everything goes smooth, well, obviously I know I'm gonna have to cut this, and it might be a little ugly, but for the most part, they're black, and when it goes onto the G, it's gonna be somewhat black, which gives me actually a lot extra time to figure out what exact color I want to go with the G. It might look like trash because the whole car's bone stock, but I honestly want it to look like trash, because when it's all bust down, people are gonna be like, damn, remember when it looked like trash? So I got a little eager when I got home. I started measuring some stuff to see if the hood was going to bolt up. I don't know where I heard it from, but I heard that the Z hood will bolt up on a G. So will the headlights, but the fenders are no. So we're gonna test that today on Should Be Good Busters, and yeah, we're taking off this hood right now. Like I said, I did a little bit of measurement. I got somewhat of a measurement across from hinge to hinge, and it's somewhat located the same way on the Z hood. So first things first, I'm gonna get a comfortable spot for the G hood. Put down this huge fender box. So I can't find my gloves anywhere, so I'm gonna have to go raw dog. I got the bolts already out, but I know this thing's gonna be heavy. Oh no, it's still... Oh, we got it, baby. So this thing has no more hood, and getting closer and closer. Honestly, this whole time I've been talking about this. If you guys don't know, follow me on Instagram. I've been speaking up a storm about this thing. I'm going to make a G35 350Z limo, and now that I have all the parts, I'm kind of scared. But even if it all doesn't fit, I'm gonna make it fit, and it's gonna look cool, and it's not gonna look like this anymore, because this is, look at this. Well, I'm just gonna send it. I'm not even gonna take off the headlights or anything. I'm gonna try to go straight for the hood, see if that bolts up first. That'll tell me a lot. Z hood feels a lot lighter. That side on. Just need 2 more nuts, and let's see if this side goes on. Both sides are hand tightened, and it looks like we're about to close the hoods. All right, next morning, you can see the HR hood is on the G with all the other G parts. It looks pretty ugly right now, but first problem we encountered was that this fender goes in about 1/4 inch, so it's not letting the hood shut at all. Second is, even if the hood wanted to shut, it wouldn't, because the latch for the hood is about, I'd say about 1.5 inches forward. It's looking pretty good. I think the first thing I'm going to start to do today is basically just pull off everything. I'm going to pull off the headlights, bumper, and fenders last, because I know that's a pain. So I'm going to set this up, and we're going to get pulling all this stuff off. So I got some stuff unbolted. I'm about to pull the fender off, just like so. Got the bumper a little bit off. Also got the headlight. So let's see if we can pop this thing out somehow. Oh, that's probably why it's not working, and that's probably why it's got an ocean inside. Alright, I'm gonna disconnect this stuff and get this out of the way. This is insane. All this water right here came out of the headlight just from turning it. Let's see how much more. Oh my goodness. You suck, dude. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about this situation right here. You can see that the bottom of the fender doesn't make it all the way to the side skirt. Also, it lining up right here with the windshield pillar, whatever this is, the A pillar. It doesn't line up at all. You can see that the Z one is a lot bigger and stuff, and that's where I'm going to use the G fender. So I'm feeling like I'm going to cut this and then use that part and put it onto this, weld it on, make sure it's all nice and stuff, and then yeah, that'll fix that issue. One more thing we're having is that the windshield wipers are getting stuck shut when the hood is closed, because obviously the hood isn't meant for the car. This line right here, body line, just goes a little bit too close to the windshield, which makes it so I can't use my windshield wipers. But that's not a big deal. I can figure something out with that, whether it's some Rain-X or something. One more issue that I'm coming across is that the G headlight bucket is different than the Z bucket. You can just see that it's a lot different. I'm not honestly sure. It kind of looks like it kind of will bolt up in the same spots, but the problem is that where the hood lines up, the hood goes a little bit skinnier. Here, I'll close it for you guys. You can see that the hood goes in a lot more. This fender is basically not even there. And all this right here that is showing will be hit by the headlight. So when I do officially mount the whole front end up, this is just mocking it. I'm not putting this on here permanently right now, obviously. Trying to figure out what the problem is, make a list, and figure out exactly what I need to get this thing fitted all correctly. I knew this was gonna be a huge challenge, and that's the whole reason why I took this on. If it was just gonna bolt on, then other people would have done it before. But since this is gonna be the first in the world G35 sedan with a 350Z HR front end, this is legendary. So I was just gonna throw the G front end back on it and then try to order some headlight buckets. But what I've came up with, and after doing some research, I found out that the G35 radiator support, you can see that there is no headlight buckets. The bucket is actually attached to the radiator support. On a Z, it ends right here. There's an attachment to the frame, and then there's a separate bucket that you can buy, and that's what bolts in the Z headlight. So if I wanted to do that route and get the buckets, I would need not just the radiator support, but the buckets too, and that'd be over 400 bucks total. So what I'm gonna do is, if anybody's had a Z or a G and they drift it, they know that these radiator supports break over just looking at it. They're plastic, you can see they bend easily, and it is already mounted to the frame, which is what really holds the radiator in there. So I thought of this idea. I'm going to cut this right here and remake a whole new custom headlight bracket. After I make the custom headlight bracket, I'm definitely going to integrate the radiator support back to the frame somehow, and I can actually possibly make it even stronger than this little flimsy plastic stuff. I think I'm going to pop off this headlight and fender before Ivar gets here. Ivar's going to come over here and take a look at it. I'm going to get a second opinion on that headlight bucket cutoff, and some more stuff about the fender. You guys know I was talking about cutting both fenders in half and then making one ZG limo fender, and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. It just wouldn't make sense to extend it down farther and then also cut it right there, make this bracket. It just wouldn't make sense. So the plan is to get the perfect measurements, use one G fender and one Z fender, cut it and make it just perfect. It's going to take a little bit more time and a little bit more body work, but I'd rather have it look like that than a bunch of Frankenstein pieces on a Z fender. So one more thing about the G fender is that this part right here is a lot shorter than the Z. The Z sticks out about another 3 inches. So even if I cut this down about 1 inch, which is what I need to line it up with the door, and extend this down, this wheel arch is still going to be sitting a little bit too far forward. Oh. This wheel arch is still going to be sitting a little bit too far forward, and that's going to make it look really, really ugly and possibly give me a bunch of fitment issues in the future. But today, we are actually doing something crazy. So you guys know Micah, he's my boy with the kooky, Cobalt kooky. He's SR swapping it. Got a bunch of old videos back in the channel with him in it. And we're actually picking up a Z for him today. So it's going to be super exciting because he's never had a Z before. He's honestly always kind of been against Zs, I kind of want to say. But today is the day. We're buying a Z from iDrift PDX Marcus. He's super chill. He's giving us a crazy deal on the Z, and yeah, we're gonna go pick it up today. Apparently it needs a clutch, and it needs a hood and a roof, or at least needs the roof fixed. So right now we are waiting for him to come through. He's stopping at the bank, and then we're gonna go straight there and check it out one more time, hear the engine run, and then Marcus is actually going to deliver it for him. So that's going to be awesome, and when we get back to his house, we can definitely see the kooky and see the progression on that. We're going to go pick up the Z. There you go. Pulling up. That's the other Z that's for sale. Alright, this is it. Turn this bitch on, make sure it's in neutral. So it sounds like a bag of dicks, right? Oh shit! We got a piston leak. There we go. Dude, it sounds mint. Here it is. Hood flew up, roof is caved in, but we got it going, dude.
Wi-Fi's not connected either.
Okay, yeah. It don't sound too bad, you know. The whole body's super clean. So this one's for $2 grand, and then that one's for $2 grand. Such a good deal. This handle's popping off. Just need bolt in there or something. All right, let's get this home. Just pulled up to Micah's. We got the Z, about to unload it. Dude, this thing, where? Last time I came over, there wasn't all this shit on top of it.
Quick little clean it up. Sorry, baby.
Damn, dude, this thing. Look at that, the OG Swing Island.
Oh, geez.
This thing's been around. Right up the curb, baby. We're gonna block the whole road off for a minute. This thing's dope. I like it. I actually love it. So here it is in the driveway. Trying to get the window rolled up on it, but you can see the hood is all, looks like somebody was dancing on it. Same with the roof.
Right in the hood.
The roof got, what is that? Yeah. Just needs some PDR. This is like a perfect starter drift car. $2 grand. All it needs is a clutch. He already ordered the clutch, so it's gonna be here ASAP. And yeah, this thing's gonna be sent. See, I was trying to explain this on my G, but you can see on the course report of this, it ends right here, and then the headlight bucket is right there. You can see that. So I assume if I buy the whole front setup, I can probably run it, but I'm definitely not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna have to do a custom front end or whatever headlight brackets for that. And also when he started it, it didn't have any or the oil pressure gauge was broken.
Okay, I'm about to put my Lexus battery in there real quick just to roll up the window.
What? Just jump it.
Oh, true.
Come on, pull it like a boy, dude. You want me to pull it?
I swear something's cooking.
There we go. Oh man. You know how to work that thing, dude? You know how to work that thing?
Oh, my nose is on.
Just got home. I'm super stoked for Micah. That Z is such a good deal. Just needs a clutch and a couple of body parts and that thing's gonna be perfecto. But I found a whole different route for where I'm going. As you can see, I'm on Photoshop, buzzing around, cruising around. And like I said, I think I found a great route to take with the fender situation. But I'm gonna end it off here, guys. The next couple videos are gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be putting together the Z limo and it's gonna be coming together today, just today. It came a far, far way. So I can see this rest of this weekend is gonna be action packed. I'll give you guys a little hint. And tomorrow morning I am picking up a welder. This thing's gonna be moving quickly. The Z limo will be here by 2020. Peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your night.